If you're brand new to DaVinci Resolve, this is the best advice in the world, which sounds like an overstatement, but it's not. The truth is I've helped millions of people learn to use DaVinci Resolve to make their videos. I've been doing it full time for over 10 years, and I see so many beginners make these mistakes that they don't need to make. So if you're a beginner in Resolve, this is my best beginner advice. By the way, this is a shorter and less in-depth version of the full Resolve roadmap. There is a link down below, and I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. So there are 7 categories, 7 kind of major steps to really understand video workflow when it comes to DaVinci Resolve. We got story, media management, edit, fusion, color, Fairlight, and render. If you can get familiar with the basics of these 7 things, Resolve is going to stop being so mysterious and confusing, and it's going to turn into a tool that you can use to make amazing videos. It's so exciting. So let's start out with story. Number 1 piece of advice when it comes to story is make the story clear. This is the number 1 mistake that I see all beginners make when they create a video. They don't know what the story is. They don't know what the message of their video is. They don't know what they're trying to get their audience to do. A lot of the time, if you have some kind of video, you want to either get across a story or a message or get your audience to do something. And if your video isn't doing one of those things, then it's not really communicating. And that's most of the reason why we make these kind of videos, is to communicate something. Now, there is a lot that goes into telling a good story, even just verbally, and using a visual medium like video, film. It's really like learning a different language. And just like if you had no idea how Spanish works and you were dropped in the middle of a Spanish-speaking country, you can't really expect to communicate really well if you don't know visual language. Visual language, that's like how the shots are put together, what kind of shots are used, the order that they're presented in, what you focus on during your story. All of those things go together in your movie to enhance your story. This is stuff that we cover in our coaching programs, in our courses, and it's the first chapter in our Resolve Roadmap course. I'm going to tell you more about that in a second. But if you're only going to do one thing when it comes to your story, make the story clear. If somebody can't watch your video and then tell you exactly what the video is about, what happened in the narrative story, what's your message if you made a documentary, what happened to you in your vlog, it needs to be clear or you're not communicating. Piece of advice number 2 is on media management. The biggest thing is you have to get organized. I see this all the time. You start making a video and then you're like, oh, actually, I want to add a picture. And so you download a picture to your downloads folder, you throw it into Resolve, you truck on, and then you're like, you know what? It'd be great to have some music. So you download some music, you put it on your desktop, you throw it into Resolve. You need some footage of a sunset, so you go and take some footage with your iPhone, you sync that to your computer, throw it in Resolve, and you've got a great movie going on and it just feels amazing. And then you're like, I'm going on the train tomorrow. I'm going to throw this all on my laptop and I'm going to edit on my laptop and it's going to be great. You throw your project file onto a hard drive, you throw some media onto a hard drive, you get onto the train and you open it up and none of your files are there. And you're like, oh, it's a 12-hour train ride. And then you're like, I can do nothing because you weren't organized. You have media on your desktop and in your downloads folder and on your phone and in iCloud and on your external hard drive and everywhere, just spread out everywhere. This is so easy to accidentally do. It's like boiling a frog in cold water where the water heats up and the frog doesn't notice and then he just dies because it's a gradual thing. And especially if you have a big project, you probably have lots and lots of media from all different kinds of places. Here's a simple fix for that. Pick a folder, put everything that goes in your video in that folder before you add it into Resolve. Now, I have a special system for this that keeps you even more organized that we go over in the full Resolve roadmap. Believe me, I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. But whatever flavor of organization you want to use, make sure that you're organized, because the more organized you are, the less searching and worrying and stress you have, which means that you can focus on being creative, which means you can move faster, which means that you can make cooler stuff. That's what we want. Next is editing. For your actual edit, always focus on the big problems first. This is, a universal life lesson that has been pounded into me for so long. And I'm just now starting to really understand how powerful this is. And that's fix the big problems first. Let's just pause on the video production stuff for a second. You can probably count little tiny problems that you have in your life from the floor to the moon. And you might be able to fix 100 little problems, but it doesn't feel like you're ever making progress. That's because the big problems come from the big problems. It sounds so obvious, and yet I need to hear this, and I bet you do too. The changes that are going to make the biggest difference in your life come from fixing the big problems. And this is true in your edit as well. If you have a timeline full of video clips and the audio isn't synced, and you have 20 minutes of extra footage that you don't need, that you should cut out, and all of the clips aren't scaled the right size, they're all like, have black bars all around them. Those are the big problems. And if you fix those before you spend 3 days just tweaking your intro to be absolutely perfect, you are going to have a much, much better time, and your video is going to be done a lot quicker. As soon as you start your video, think about what is the biggest problem. If you haven't made a timeline yet, you need to make a timeline. That's a big problem. If you don't have footage in the timeline, you got to put footage in the timeline. If your footage is too long, you got to cut it down. Start with the big problems and fix those in your edit from the beginning to the end. I don't care if it's a 2-minute video or a 3.5-hour documentary. Fix the big problems first, and that's going to make the biggest difference in your progress actually creating a video. Then go through and fix the music and the B-roll and all the kind of medium problems, and then go through and tweak all the little fun little things, because those things aren't going to change the core of your video, the story, the message, the structure. Fix those big problems. Do you do this? Do you actually fix the big problems first? Or do you like to focus on the little problems that are easier? Tell me how you are in the comments, because I know there are millions of people like you and like me that just love to focus on the little stuff and ignore the great big problem. We go over that more in the Resolve roadmap. More on that in a minute, I promise. Fourth item is on Fusion, and the big thing that you really need to understand about Fusion is that nodes are flowcharts. Everybody overcomplicates nodes. I have so many videos on how to understand nodes, what the heck nodes are, how to use nodes, why you shouldn't be scared of nodes, why nodes are better than layers, and blah, 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 all this node stuff. Really what you need to understand is that nodes are a flowchart. Your image starts with the first node, and then it flows through another node, which will change the image. And then that flows to another node, which will change the image. And that's it. That's how nodes work. Now, are there a lot more details? Yes. Is it not quite as simple as all of that? Sure. That's really the essential. If you don't understand that a node is a flowchart and that you have to connect the nodes in order to actually adjust things in Fusion, then you're going to have a rough time. If you're having trouble with Fusion and nodes, just type Casey Faris nodes into YouTube and dude, we got you. But if you're looking for the essentials on using Fusion within your video workflow, well, we go over that in the Resolve roadmap. More on that in a little minute. The fifth point of interest is on color. The big thing that you need to understand, my big piece of advice, is you got to match your shots. If your shot has low contrast, or it isn't color managed well, or it's overexposed, or it's too green, or too blue, or too pink, or too yellow, none of that matters as much as if one shot is too dark, but the other one is fine, or one shot is too pink, but the other one is green. If there is a difference in your shots, in your edit, that is the single biggest thing that people will notice. Our eyes are really crazy. They get used to whatever image we're looking at. And so if you forget to color grade your footage and you just present it in log, after a while, people watching your movie aren't really going to care because their eyes are going to get used to it. But if you have one shot there that is just crazy contrast and looks super different, that's going to be a problem. That's going to immediately take people out of the experience of watching your video. They're going to forget about your story. They're going to forget about whatever you're trying to tell them. And they're going to be like, "Did you see that shot?" Nobody wants that. How the heck do you match the shots though? We go over that in the Resolve roadmap. More on that in a minute. You got to match those shots. Item number six is Fairlight, the audio section of Resolve. And the big thing you need to know is that dialogue is key. What does that mean? If you have a voiceover, or if you have characters talking in your movie, but you can't understand what they're saying, or you can't hear them over the music, or their voices are all muffled like this, that's going to be a problem, mostly for clarity and for your story. But also it's going to be really annoying. You don't want people to have to work hard to enjoy your movie. You want it to be natural. And so you want that dialogue to sound natural. You want it to be loud enough to where you can hear it. You want it to be nice and clear. You don't want it to be too loud or too quiet. It's got to sit just right in that Goldilocks zone. And there shouldn't be any sounds or music or anything that drown out your dialogue. If you want a really quick way to get people to stop watching your video, it's have bad dialogue. How do we make sure our dialogue works? Well, we go over it in the Resolve roadmap. More about that in just a little bit. Last but not least, we're talking about rendering in the deliver page. This one is all about rendering the right format. There is no one size fits all, I'm just going to render this video and it's going to work for everything kind of solution. That would be really nice. But there are about 11 billion different kinds of video formats out there. There's different resolutions and frame rates and codecs and containers and nerdy things, and keyframe interval processes and chroma subsampling and such. And what you pick for all of that stuff really just depends on what you're going to do with your video. Are you going to send it to a television network? Are you going to project it in a movie theater? Are you going to post it on YouTube? You're going to give it to grandma to play on her laptop? These are all different settings. The good news is there's presets for a lot of these things, but you have to at least be aware that there are different settings and different formats for different reasons. So whatever you're making your video for, do some research on that format. You can just type in best YouTube render settings for Resolve. You'll probably get some pretty good advice. But when you're rendering, you want to make sure that you render the right format. For my specific recommendations on format, well, that's in the Resolve roadmap. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But first, I want to kind of round this out. Going back to my advice on editing, fixing the big problems first, when you're learning Resolve, when you're brand new to this thing, there are so many things that you could learn, but I want you to do this for me as my friend, okay? Only learn what will make the biggest difference right now, all right? This is about focus. I get DMs on our community every day. People asking me, where should I start? What should I learn next? How do I ignore all this stuff that I could be doing and just focus on what's important?
Only learn what will make the biggest difference right now.
Just focus on what will make the biggest difference for you in your videos. And you may be saying, okay, I don't know what that is. Like, I just started. I don't even know what any of this is. I don't even know what there is to learn. Not to mention being able to like pick and choose all the important things when I just got here. If that's you, if that's what you're thinking, you're not alone. We see this all the time. And it's exactly why we made the Resolve roadmap. I told you we'd talk about it later. Here we are. If you're brand new to Resolve, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get the full Resolve roadmap. This lives inside of our school. If you don't know what school is an online community platform. Our page is called DaVinci Resolve for Beginners. You can join for free. You can come hang out with us, meet other awesome people that are learning Resolve. And after you join the community, if you click on the Classroom tab up at the top, that'll bring you to a whole bunch of resources. You can download the media to follow along with my YouTube videos. We have all kinds of practice media so you can practice editing and color grading. We have free courses and presets and all kinds of stuff. But we also have the 7-day Resolve roadmap. This is a 7-day course. It's like the big boy version of what we've been going through in this video. And it walks you through exactly where to start and the essential things that you really need to know to be able to create real videos in DaVinci Resolve. This is the stuff that the pros know and that people who have been doing this for 20 years know, and it's all just distilled into like a 20-minute lesson every day for 7 days. And it goes a lot more in depth on the concepts that we talked about in this video. Every day we go over one major concept that's going to be so helpful for you. And every day has a little PDF cheat sheet that you could print out and tack to the wall or put on your desk or put in your notebook and keep them forever and ever and ever and ever, so that you'll always remember the most essential, important things about making videos. Look at this one. This one's on Fairlight, teaches you how to mix dialogue, how to mix music. It's a cheat sheet. I think it's pretty sick. So you join our school, you go to the classroom, and that 7-day Resolve roadmap course is available with the premium membership. And with your premium membership, you get the Resolve roadmap course, you get downloadable media so you can follow along with a brand new project that we work on together. You get the downloadable PDFs, and to help you out and make sure that you don't get stuck, we have an exclusive Q&A call every Friday with me. And so if you're stuck, you can ask questions and I'll go through it live. This is really the best resource, the most affordable resource we've ever put together when it comes to learning Resolve. So if you've been wondering where to start, this is the answer, the Resolve roadmap. It's literally a map of what you're supposed to do with help from me and my team. So there is a link down in the description to join our free community. Go to the classroom and unlock this Resolve roadmap with the premium membership, okay? You'll get instant access. You can start working through the roadmap. It just takes like 15 or 20 minutes a day. Super easy. And our next Q&A call is this Friday. And I hope to see you there. I hope this video has been helpful for you. You can take that advice that we went through earlier. You can put it into practice for free, start making awesome videos. And if you want some help, some guidance, 7-day resolve roadmap, that's where you want to be. Okay? Okay. Thanks for being here. I just think you're just so sweet. Look at you. I don't know. I can't see you because this is the internet. In fact, I don't know if you know, but this is recorded. So there is no way I can see you through the computer screen. No matter, for sure. Maybe a little bit.